Congratulations. Coby, let's start with you. This has been a totally different year in that, yes, there are academics. That's a big part of Spectra. But athletics, what's it been like for someone like you who is in basketball, plays volleyball, ultimate frisbee, golf, track? I'm sure the list goes on even beyond that. What's it been like not to be able to do any of that?
It's been tough. I feel like I spend the entire time between after school and going to bed doing some sort of extracurricular activity. So it's been kind of a weird adjustment not staying at school. But yeah, I miss being out on the court. I miss being with my teammates, just hanging out with the guys.
Jalen, how about you? How different has this been? Because you run a lot, you run cross country, you run track, you wrestle, not running with a team. What's that been like? Because I'm hoping you've been able to run on your own.
I have been. So one of the boys from the central team actually became my training partner. So we've been running like 6 days a week for the past year and a half, and it's I still get to run. I'm lucky in that sense. But
there aren't as many finish lines when you're doing running like that. How much do you miss the competition, Jalen?
It's hard because I miss it a lot, but then I've had like a season or two now without a competition, and it's fun because I get to see how much training I can do, and there's no pressure of like, oh, you don't do well or anything. So it's just fun, and it's a change of pace.
Well, the other side of Spectra is certainly what goes on in the community, in the classroom. Both of you have been very active in this community for a long time. We'll talk about that, but let's talk classroom and what it's been like, maybe sure not having sports, but both of you seem to have poured a lot of that extra time into academics. Your averages are off the charts. Congratulations. Coby, what's school been like?
School's been weird. It's been a huge change going completely online. But I think for me, it was a nice change. I kind of could set my mind to just doing one thing, especially with the way the quadmesters worked for us. I was kind of I had one thing, one goal, and I could kind of just chip away at it and put all my effort into it. So that was kind of nice. And I felt like there was a lot of resources online as well. So, pros and cons, but pretty good year, I'd say, for school.
You make the best of a tough situation, and it's supposed to make you stronger, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're talking with Coby Harvey, who is from Beal, and Jalen Marcil, who is from London Central, Spectra Award winners in 2021. Jalen, going from online to in class a bit to back online, what was that like for you?
It was tough, but the teachers were amazing, and they were always looking out for you, like emailing, oh, how are you doing? Are you okay? And it was great to have. It was like almost the support system at Central. I think this year really helped all the students, and it definitely pulled me through the last couple months because it was definitely tough.
See, and we hear so many of those stories that sure, it's not ideal, but you still have that support system. You still have teachers. You still have it. I mean, how many group chats, Coby, would you have been in at any one time trying to figure it out?
Tons of group chats, tons of extra Zoom calls and Google Meets. A lot of online communication, but the teachers at Beal as well were super helpful. All of my teachers were, willing to adapt their schedule and adapt their course outline to kind of fit the needs of the students. They were always checking in. But yeah, it was a lot of great communication, and I'm really happy that the teachers that I had were so adaptable.
Well, the two of you somehow managed to do sports, managed to do academics at the highest height, and yet also you're involved in the community. Both of you have been volunteering at the food bank. Jalen, let's talk about what got you volunteering at the food bank and involved with the food bank. What was it?
So my grandmother runs the food bank out of Rodney. So she would always need help, and she had a heart attack, I think last fall or like 2 falls ago, so my grade 11 year. So she really needed someone to like help her out a lot. So I was just the youngest one there. So I was pulled in.
Coby, how about you? What got you involved?
I actually joined a club at Beale called Boys of Beale, where we kind of just go out in the community and look for different ways to help out. And one of the opportunities that we had was going to the London Food Bank during the Christmas holidays, which is so busy. I had no idea the large amount of food coming in and out and the people that rely on the food bank. So, you know, I was fortunate that our teachers gave us the opportunity to kind of go through that eye-opening experience and help out.
Coby Harvey of Beale and Jalen Marcil of London Central, Spectra Award winners in 2021. Jalen, what are you going to remember from school? Maybe not so much, you know, the way the last year and a half has gone, but overall, what's going to stand out to you?
I would definitely say the teachers. As much as I'm not a typical kid, I get in my head a lot. So to have the support system that I do at Central, Mr. Summers, Mr. Jarrett, they were just amazing. They were always there, and they're like, yeah, you can text me if you need me when you're down in Portland. And it's just, they're always going to be there to support me, and it's great.
Coby, how about you? Anything academically, athletically that's going to stand out, that when you're in a rocking chair talking to your grandchildren one day, you'll make sure and tell them the story?
I think just the resilience of everybody at Beale, both the students and teachers, everyone kind of bonding together as a group to work through all the challenges that we faced this year. And just both academically and athletically, everyone's kind of finding a way to make things work.
Let's talk about what's ahead, because sports will return to your lives. Academics will still be there. Jalen, you mentioned Portland. You are headed to Portland State to do a whole lot more running. Tell us about that.
So I decided to accept an academic and athletic scholarship from Portland State. So I'm excited to go into the NCAA system and see what I can do.
Fantastic. Good luck. And Coby, you are off to Western University, purple and proud already. And
yeah.
What's the aim there?
I'm looking to do a dual degree in sports management, which is in kinesiology, and do it with the Ivy HBA. And I was fortunate enough to receive a scholarship as well for the Faculty of Kinesiology.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations. All right. Both of you have done so many things. You've done so well. You've, again, hit those highest heights and checked boxes that most people don't even see. The ultimate, is there an ultimate dream for either of you? Jalen, let's start with you. If there was an ultimate dream for a job or where you want to wind up, it's okay to say Mars if you want to. I mean, it can be anywhere. Where you want to wind up one day, or is that still somewhere in the future?
Like, I guess the ultimate dream would just like try to go pro after university, but ultimately that's a dream.
You never know. Coby, how about you?
I'd like to do something still related to sports, whether it's like sports marketing, sports management, even on the financial side. Maybe work for a company like MLSE in the future. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Well, both of you have resumes that are already getting you to whatever destination you want to go to. Congratulations on winning the Spectra Awards. Thanks for sharing some time with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.